Hi boys and girls. Well, we're back at subtraction and we're on the home stretch. This week we're going to be covering subtraction of 4-digit numbers and across zeros, which we've already been practicing in some of our Google Meets. So let's get started. Today we're going to look at subtracting 4 digits. So, what is the difference in height between Ribbon Falls and Calabando Falls? Find the unknown. Remember, the symbol of the unknown is that shaded box. So, it's going to do it step by step, just how I've been showing and teaching you on our Google Meets. I can't take 6 from 2, so I borrow. So that 1 now becomes a 0. Okay? And let's do the math right here. That 10 that I took away from there becomes 12. It's added to that 2. So our first step, 12 minus 6. Ooh, baby, that is a double. And that is 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. So, all right, now they get us to step 2. So they show us where that 0 went. And then I say, okay, we can't take 0. Can't take 2 from that 0, so we've got to go over and borrow. So into the hundreds, we're going to change that 6 to a 5 because we're taking 1 10 out of there, which gives us a 10 right here. Then it becomes our next step of 10 minus 2. 8. Get to 10 as fast as I can. That's one of our addition facts. 8 plus 2 is 10, or 2 plus 8 is 10. Okay, so now they show us our next step. There's that 5. Well, we can't take that 7 from that 5, so we go over to the thousands. They make that 1 in the thousands 0 and bring that 10 over to make it 15, our very last step. It gets that 10 gets added to the 5 that was already there. Okay, so now it just becomes more mental math. 15 minus 7, 8. Okay. Now, my paper's a little wrinkled over here, but now it says go ahead and check it. Oh, it even tells us to estimate it, and that's what it did up here. It says if I estimate something to the nearest 100, well, that would be 1600, and the rounding here would be, that would be 700, I guess, because a 2 with a 7 by it, that would be 700, so 1600 minus 700, an estimate, and that would be 9. That's how they got that 9, and that's what they're saying, that 886 is close to our original estimate of 900. So I'm going to go back now and check it. I'm going to show you that step. We've been working on it. So we're going to put our total here, but just for the heck of it, let's check it. 726 plus our number should get us back to this, the original number that we had. Okay, 6 plus 6, mental math, 12. Carry the 1. 8 plus 1 is 9. 9 plus 2, 11. Carry the 1. And 8 plus 1 is 9. So this 9 right here plus 7, 16. Okay, so 1,612, which is what we started with. Okay. So Ribbon Falls is 886 feet taller than Calabando Falls. All right, let's try the back. We're doing good. Bike route A, 1,576 miles. Bike route B, 3,559 miles. How much longer is route B? Well, we can see it's longer by the numbers, but let's figure it out. They did the estimate. So look at they did again, rounding to the nearest 100, because they took a 5 in the hundreds with a 5 in the column right next to it in the tens. So that 5 made them go up to 600. And remember that tool that we always use. So that 5 right there fell here, so it made us go up. Okay, and then 500 with a 7, 1,579, with that 7 tells us to go up to the next 100, which would be 1,600. So our estimate, 0 minus 0, 0, 0 minus 0, 0, 6 minus 6, 0, and 3 minus 1 is 2. So that's our estimate. All right. So now we got to do it, right? So first step here, 9 minus 9, we can do that, okay? Just a 0, right? And now it gets tricky. We can't take 7 from 5, so we have to borrow. So that's going to make that 5 a 4, and this 15. That's where the 10 gets added. 15 minus 7, 8. Seems like we've done that before, right? So there's our next step. Now it's looking at that 4 and 5. So we can't take that 4, we can't take that 5 from that 4. So we're going to borrow. That 3 now becomes a 2, and that 4 becomes 14. Okay, 14 minus 5, 9, and 2 minus 1, 1. Okay, so route B is 1,980 miles longer. The unknown, our symbol, our question, or they do it like that. They give us either the question mark or they give us that little shaded in box as the unknown that we're trying to solve for. Okay, and so our estimate was 2,000 and the actual number is only 20 away. So that's very reasonable. Great. All right, let's try this one. Can't take 5 from 1, got to borrow. Going to make that 7 a 6. And go back over here and make that 1 and 11. 11 minus 5, 6. 6 minus 6, 0. 3 minus 3, 0. And 7 with nothing there is 7,000. So then it says, you know, can we check it? It gives us this little check thing. And what it wants you to do is take the number that you believe is your correct answer and add it back to the number that was subtracted. That's how you are checking. So now you're going to add back in 365. And that's how you check. All right, so 6 plus 5 is 11. Carry the 1. 1 plus 0 plus 6 is 7. And 0 plus 3 is 3. And 7. And is that the number I started with? Yep, right there. Okay, and that's how you check. So you've subtracted it out, got your number. Then you take the number you believe to be correct and add back the number that was subtracted. You're checking. That's the cool thing about math, right? All right. Next thing you're going to see are problems just like this. Let's do one together, and then you'll know what to do. All right. I'm going to just randomly pick, I guess, this one on the end. This one looks kind of easy to me, but let's do the one on the end. Looks a little bit more borrowing to be, in fact. Can't take 7 from 5, got to borrow. Going to make that a 6, which makes that a 15, right? So 15 minus 7, God, it seems like we've seen that like 3 times today. That is 8. 6 minus 6, 0. 4 minus 2, 2. 3 minus 1, 2. So now we check it. 2,208 plus 1,267. And again, where did I get that number? Well, it's right there. I had subtracted it out. So I take the number I believe is my answer, and I add back the number that was subtracted. And we should end up with this first number. Let's see if we do. 8 plus 7, 15. Carry the 1. 1 plus 0 plus 6, 7. 2 plus 2, 4. And 2 plus 1, 3. And that is the number I started with. That's what you're going to do on all of these. All right? Good job, boys and girls. Then, that's Monday's assignment. You're going to see problems on this page, and then you're going to see the homework page. And there's lots of little boxes. Don't let these little boxes get you crazy. There, you can do this, and then you're going to check it, and you're going to fill that in. Do it as best you can with typing it in on the computer. Same thing on this side. I did block out a couple things on this side, but that's the homework page. Then on Tuesday's assignment slides, you are going to see this document, and it's telling you to do the same thing. All you got to do here, it's not even having you check. All you're going to do here is the subtraction. So They've done one for you. Let's do another one. Let's randomly do another one right here. Ooh, boy, it's got a 0. Can't take 8 from 0. Got to borrow. Make that a 2. Make this a 10. 10 minus 8, 2. Can't take 9 from 2. Got to borrow. That becomes a 12. 12 minus 9, yeah, 13, or 3, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to say 13, it's 3. And 6 minus 6, 0. And 9 minus 4, ooh, 5. 5,032. All right. Good luck, boys and girls. That's all for now.